Hey there guys, and welcome back to Tearing Saga. So last time I told you about how in this route split we're going to have to divide up the items, the members of the party, and the goal between the two parties of Runan and Holmes. And I should pretty much be done with that, but I am going to go over what I did. So most of the events that happen in the parties you probably wouldn't know about unless you looked it up, and of course I looked it up before when I was playing this game. So there's certain events that happen that you might want to get. Some are more important than others, but I mean some are just sports and some actually do get you like specific characters and such. So I'm gonna go over, if you're playing this for the first time or such, what characters you should probably bring on each route. So over on Runan's army you probably want to keep Sasha. I was probably going to do that anyway. You probably want to keep Plum over here. Raffin, Zeeg, Norton, Kate, and I think that's pretty much all the people who have events here. I'm keeping Naren on this route because out of the two parties, Runan has the much harder chapters. So Naren's going to stay over here, and I don't think the next I can't remember the next time these two actually meet and you can trade between them again, but I think it's like chapter 24 or something crazy like that. It's actually pretty late on, but I might be wrong there. Maybe they do meet a bit earlier. I can't remember really. Anyway, so over on the other side here we have we should have Arcus and Cress if you want to get Latina, but since I don't really care either way, they're just over there because I'm probably not going to use them anyway. So I don't really care about these two. You should keep Zeno, Uni, and Garo over here because they'll have specific events, but I was going to do that anyway. You should probably bring Maharaj over here. I think he does get a specific tome. Matter does recruit someone, as I recall. Yeah, she does. Roger and Mel you should probably have over here. Bartz and Vega, and they all pretty much have events over here, and some of them are pretty good units that I am using. So I'm keeping Julia over here too. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm keeping Esther over here, but yeah. So otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much everything here. And now I did divide up some of the items here. Obviously the item bank here I didn't give that much to Holmes' army because he's gonna have all the gold pretty much, so he could probably buy some more stuff. But I did give him the Swordbreaker for a specific reason. I'll go into that later. Otherwise, everyone, I gave Holmes an iron bow. He starts with the longbow. Here he is here, by the way. We're not going to be seeing him right now, so I'm not going to stick on his screen. But, alright, so otherwise, I should probably give him 4,000 gold. And stick the rest of the gold on Holmes there. He has 24,000. And otherwise, that's pretty much it. I have all this stuff in the inventory for Runan, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I keep the Thunder Shield here. I should probably give that to someone. I'll give it to Naren for now. I mean, it doesn't break, so as far as I know, it doesn't break. So, right. First of all, there's how I set up for the route split there. Okay, we're ready to start moving then. So hopefully I won't have to go and restart over at that route split there. I don't think I've messed anything up. I think I pretty much got everything that I needed. But if you're playing through this game for the first time and you didn't know what you were doing, you could quite easily mess that up. So it's probably best to keep a save at the route split, which is probably what I'm going to do. Hopefully I won't need it, but just in case I mess something up that I haven't remembered, I might have to restart over there. But anyway, apart from that, when we get to Holmes' map, we start with Runan actually, so not right now, but you eventually take control of Holmes' party, and we probably want to take any opportunity to buy door and bridge keys, because they might actually be necessary later on. Yeah, bridge keys exist in this game, just so you know. I don't understand the concept of a bridge key, but whatever. Fire Emblem logic. So, right. I think we actually do recruit a character before we even get to the next map, and she's a pretty good one, to be completely honest. Spoilers, she's a girl. And extra spoilers, she's also a mage, or second mage. And mages in this game, really, their stats aren't very good, but their tomes are pretty fucking ridiculous usually. Even Maharaj has been getting magic for some reason, which I didn't have before, so... The thing is, the one problem with mages in this game is that their promotion item is very rare, but there isn't that many of them as well. But yeah, the wisdom proof, I believe it's called, it's pretty rare in general. Fucking Nugent. Always. But Sasha should be very helpful in the next map, if I recall. And the next map is actually quite annoying. I don't know if it'll take that long. Generally, the maps in this game do, but the map is actually, well, it's not difficult, but it's just tedious because it's our first desert map, and it's not the only desert map in the game. And honestly, only half the map is desert or such, but it's still rather annoying. And luckily, on this chapter at least, there is one hidden item, and that's it. So hopefully we get our mage character. I'm pretty sure you get her before this map. I recall, at least. And this fucking dude. This is Richard here. The prince. You will wait where? Oh, typo, please. And this is Tia. There's going to be a lot of people that you will see later on just thrown at you, really. Perhaps as a woman you will not understand. Okay. Casual sexism. Like this dude already. Good guy. I don't remember this guy. He is probably a boss, if I don't remember him. Lord Ronald. Well, I have one thing to say, is that the portraits do, for the most part, look pretty good. I mean, considering it, they are pretty much half-bodies. King Guinness! I must have missed this the first time, but his name is Guinness. Fucking hell. Just so you know, Guinness is a lager from Ireland. I really must have missed it the first time. Well, I was skipping some of the cutscenes the first time I played through this because, as you can see, they can get quite long. Just in general, all the cutscenes in this game. It's definitely one of the longest Fire Emblems. I don't know if Radiant Dawn would probably be longer. I hadn't played FE10 in a while, but yeah. Then again, in FE10, not all the maps last like an hour. Just most of them. But yeah, this is going to be a long LP, and unfortunately I haven't really been uploading consistently, which doesn't really help. It's just I can't really be bothered sitting down for an hour to do a whole map, you know. I mean, I guess I could do parts of it, but I would prefer just to get out of the way, just do one recording and get it done before I upload any of it. But I don't know, I just haven't had the time to like sit down for like hours at a time and record this. But you know, I'll make do, I guess. And yes, if since I haven't been pointing her out, this is Meriah here. At least I think that's how you say her name. I don't know if it'd be... No, I think it was Meriah, yeah. And she is the person we're going to be running into, because she's not generic. And you know, I've already forgotten like all the nation names in this game because it doesn't really do a good job of reminding you who anyone is, really. You know what this game needs? This game needs one of those, I don't know if you guys remember it if you played FE12, but there was a, like I don't know what you would call it, a relationship chart or such, where it had all the characters laid out, what nation they were from, and like what they did in comparison to each other and stuff. And that was, considering the amount of characters in that game, that was pretty useful. Yeah, to give the Thunder Shield to Naren, it's not, well, I mean, it doesn't have a durability, so I may as well have it on someone. Alright, so I do actually have one bridge key, so I did pick one up. So I'm actually going to save. I haven't done it in a while, actually, so I'm going to save this on another file. On like the last file, whatever. So, yeah, that's what this game needed, was like one of those relationship charts, because it would lay out all the nations so you would actually know what's going on, but whatever. And the next map is actually going to show the first secret shop, actually, which is kind of interesting, but then again, I'm probably not going to want to buy anything from it anyway, so not as useful. I might buy one thing from it, I don't know, but probably not. But yeah, for what it's worth, the portraits are done pretty well, even if the art style is a little weird sometimes. And we have all the hair colors in this game, trust me. So, like I said with the mages, for the most part, their stats aren't overwhelmingly good, but they make up for that because their tomes are really, really overpowered usually. Their special tomes, at least. And I can't remember an instance of me using a unit so much that I actually broke their special weapon, to be honest, last time. I don't know if I... Oh, actually I did once. But you do get hammers later on. I mean, I don't think you actually get any. You would have to buy it, and it's like 8,000 gold, which is a lot. But you could technically buy one. So, we have another name here, Raishul, I guess. I don't know. I think before he was, or at least maybe strictly from the Japanese, it was Rishel, as far as I know. So I might just call him that instead. Raisul, I guess it was. And yeah, like I said, just getting to the maps can take a long time. And the map is... it does have a few enemies. I think it does have a few reinforcements as well for like the first time. Some of which are extremely annoying. And we're going to be getting a pretty good mage, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, Meriah, I think. A water mage? Supposedly. Brad is another name that we're going to be seeing later on. Promise I won't send you to the front lines. She might actually do better than you there, to be quite honest. And then again, our defense is probably not good. I don't even remember, to be honest. Probably not, though. Man, all these cutscenes. I just want to get to the Narran Saga again. And man, on Holmes' route, I'm not going to have Narran. That's going to be weird. It's going to be very weird. Gladdy. So, yes. You can already see a few typos now, but the text is mainly okay for now, for the most part. So do I want to buy anything? I mean, I don't have much gold, but like I said, I only gave them only gave Runan like 4,000 gold here for a specific reason we'll be seeing. Which shield? Yeah, it's the same shit. Okay, so let's take a look at Meriah here. I'll just click on status, I guess. Here's Meriah. She has a fire tome, and she can also use light, so I guess she's a light mage, pretty much. I mean, it even says mage of light here. So she has 7 magic, which isn't that bad to start off with, but she only has 2 defense and 7 speed. She is level 1, so 7 speed is actually pretty decent for level 1, and she can use fire and holy, or light. So she has a fire tome, which is really shitty, as you can see. It's only got 60 hit, but it does have decent power, so it can be okay. It does weigh 6 though, which is a bit much. Starlight has 20 power and 12 weight, and it's a pretty good tome considering it doesn't have any crit or anything. But it's just a pretty good tome, and it also raises evasion by 30% when you have it equipped, I think, and it has 50 uses. And I think that's super effective against monsters as well, as far as I know. So, yeah, pretty good to start off with. And we actually do get to meet Tia and Richard here. Well, shit, Richard. What a guy. And then you technically just insult him there. Whatever. So, Welt Lazarian Alliance. Okay. So basically we're joining up over here, but we will not get either of them. Mate, all we need is like 10 guys to take out armies. At least for once we actually do get an alliance. So Gwen Chaos. What a guy. So sometimes they call him Gwen Chaos, sometimes they call him Gwen. Pretty much the same guy. Okay. Man, I'm never into this next map. It's just gonna be cutscenes consistently. So this guy Yeah, we got another prince here, but we also have the boss of the next chapter here, who is Kamos. I don't know how old Runan is. He's probably about the same age as most FE lords, to be honest. He's probably like 17 or something, considering this series. Okay, so we got to bring, so we were able to bring 12 units here, which is a pretty decent number. So do I need anything? Well, I can sort it in the map, of course. I might need to juggle things around a little bit, but yeah. Post. And here is the map. So I'm going to quickly show you the map and then get ready for the actual chapter. So a couple things to note is this house up here is actually the secret shop. Yeah, it's a bit strange that a thing that you can see is a secret shop, but we'll get into why it's like that. Okay, so otherwise we have this guy right here who you may remember, and if you didn't do the event in chapter 3, I think it was, I don't think that he is he's here. So this is Narcissus, who gets the title of Suspicious Dude, which is pretty much the best title ever. And he's a level 10 thief, and we're going to need him. And we are able to recruit him, so we'll do that eventually. Otherwise, we got a bunch of units up here. So the bottom half is a desert, so we're probably your party split up at the start. Some guys do start over here, and some start up over here with Runan. So I'm probably going to want the flyers and the magic units down here, because they can get across the terrain, and have the rest up the top. But most of the enemies are originally up here at the top. Some of these guys won't move, but others will kill you quite fast, like this tank with 17 defense and a Gatling bow. Yeah, not fun, by the way. So yeah, that's pretty much the map. The boss we can check out real quick. Here he is. He does have a steel shield as well, and he's pretty nasty, honestly. So I'm just going to quickly sort out who I'm taking, and I'll be back. Okay, so I think we're ready to go here. I'm actually bringing Zeeg to this chapter. I could have brought Kate, but I don't think Kate would have been very useful otherwise. And I may need another unit down at the bottom there. So I'm bringing Esther, Meriah, and Julia up the top, as well as Enta and Runan, who I can't actually swap out. And hopefully there'll be enough to deal with the stuff coming at us immediately. I'm hoping so, at least. I don't know how many of these units actually go left immediately. I think a good majority of them do stay, but... Okay, so this is Boss Guy, and this is other Boss Guy that we already met, who teleported away like an asshole. Just because he could. So, the majority of my units are down at the desert part of the map. I said you should probably bring magic and flying units down there, but honestly, there is a road there anyway, so it's not like you're going to lose that much movement if you just follow the road anyway. And there is going to be quite a few reinforcements on this map as well, so I'm actually bringing along Thomas as well, who can tank for us. He's probably not going to do much else apart from tank for us and counter for like... Well, actually he's not even going to be able to counter if he just has a bow gun. Unless things attack him from 2 range, but... Wondering how much they're going to take out that tank that they have, because it's 17 defense and a Gatling bow. I mean, Naren can probably do some damage to it. Well, I mean, if I have enough units, it shouldn't be that bad. Hopefully it just doesn't move. So, Narcissus there was talking about a guild key, which we're eventually going to get. But for right now, we have Julia, Meriah, and Esther up here. And Esther's probably the strongest of the three here. I mean, Julia's level 9. So, down here I have Zieg, I have Thomas, I have Raquel, Naren, Raffin, Plum, and Sasha. Alright, so we should be moving these 5 up here first. Now, there is quite a few units I've got to worry about here. This guy, I don't believe moves until you get range in him. Same with this this Arrow Knight with a repeater bow, which is pretty much a bow knight. Well, I don't think they are bow knights. I think bow knight is specifically in our class, but whatever. So I think I need to check some of the units here. Right, so we got Killing Edge there with a wood shield. These armor knights are pretty well. That guy's level 9. That guy's level 14. This guy has a hammer. So if I had Norton here, that would be bad. But I don't anyway.